Hey, welcome to the Lyons Share, where we talk family, faith, football, finance, and fun. And today we're going to talk a little basketball. We've got one of the Ferris State women, and then the Dawg spotlight this week is on junior Mya Hiram. Myra, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, listen, hey, you've had a great start to the year. You're in your junior year. You've had some adversity in your career there. You sat out your second year up there with a torn ACL, and as a fellow ACL recovery victim, I know that can be pretty frustrating. What did it mean to you? When that happened, coming off your freshman year, and then before your sophomore year even started, I think, right? Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
you tear that, you miss an entire year. Mentally, how was that for you to overcome?
It was tough because I feel like with anybody who tears their ACL, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you never think that's going to happen to you until it actually does, and your heart just aches for like people that you don't even know, but people who just play any kind of sport and like they do tear it, like it hurts. And so when it does happen to you, you're like, oh my gosh, like I never thought this was going to happen. And so it was hard for sure, and definitely the worst injury that I've ever had to deal with. So that was a whole new experience. But I've had some girls that I've played with, I've played against, that have been on the same team with, like high school, college, that have all gone through the same thing. So being able to kind of like have them guide me through the process and like watching them like do what they're doing now, and you kind of look at it like, oh, like they went through it and they're
Yeah.
killing it. Like,
Well,
Chloe went through a knee
you kind of
injury
did
and
it in tandem with your teammate, Caden Blanchard. You guys were a couple weeks apart, I think, on your ACL
yeah.
tear. So you had a partner in
Hmm.
crime through that rehab process, which can be helpful.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's fast forward. So you come in last year, you're playing behind a pretty good player, Chloe Adani, who had a great senior year. He had some minutes, but like any competitor, you always want more. This year, you've really had your opportunity, right? You're in the starting lineup, a
Hmm.
chance to get consistent minutes that as long as you don't start hacking people, you're going to be on the court for significant parts of the game. And I've been impressed just watching the first four games. Generally, you're going against a girl that's got a little height advantage on you. We've seen some pretty tall girls here the first few games,
Hmm.
and I've been impressed just how you've battled. You're averaging double digits. You had a really nice game Sunday, I thought. Sort of knocking down your free throws, that helps. And talk to us a little bit about just the start the Ferris women have had. Obviously, got knocked off in the second game when there was a lid on the basket and nobody could make anything. But that was
Right.
just kind of one of those fluke games that happened. But I've been pretty impressed with how you guys are playing as a team.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time during preseason just talking about like what the expectation is, and we want to get back to where we were last year. We kind of got a little taste of what it's like to be one of the top teams in the nation, and so we know what it takes to get us there, and we got close to the final, not all the way there, but that's the goal this year. So
Sure.
just kind of picking up where we left off, and like I really am impressed with the new faces that we have, even those who haven't quite got the minutes that they've wanted over the past couple of years. Like I was just talking the other day and saying like we could throw any 13 girls out there on the court and we'd still get the same job done, which I think is very rare to find on a team. So just kind of keeping that mentality and just believing in each other, believing in this program and like knowing what it takes to get where we need to be.
Yeah, I think that's true in terms of the depth on your team, and what I've been impressed with. It's generally somebody different every game, leading, being the leading scorer. It's very balanced scoring. I mean, Mia Riley's had a great start to the year. Here's a girl, we had her on last week, but didn't even know she's going to be a starting lineup until I think right before the first game, and I think it's going to
Yeah.
be tough to get her out of there now. She's playing great and she's taking advantage of the opportunity, like you have getting your first season to start. So. But yeah, it's a deep bench. Al Irwin, another starter, had a great game shooting the ball Sunday. And Caden Blanchard didn't have that great a shooting game Sunday, but Saturday she lit it up for 32. So I think if you all buy in on the fact that hey, we're a team and everybody shares the ball, moves the ball, I think you're going to be really tough to beat any given day. There's going to be days when the ball doesn't go in the hoop, as you guys experienced. As if you watched the Michigan State men's game the other night, they couldn't put the ball in from three. So there's
Hmm.
going to be games like that. But if you play hard, which you guys inevitably do, you play tough D, you're going to be in every game. And I think
Yeah.
that says a lot. So, talk about you come from an athletic family. Me being a Michigan Stater, your dad's a Michigan Stater as well. He came in a year after I left there, but was a quarterback at Michigan State, Damian. Uh, did you grow up a state fan then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bleed, bleed
You
green
weren't
and
given
white
an
all the way
alternative, right?
through. Yeah, basically. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, I mean big Michigan State family, just big athletic family, just in general. My grandpa, obviously on my dad's side, he played at Idaho State. He played football at Idaho State, and so that was kind of like where it all stemmed from. So, kind of hearing the process that my dad went through, I
Yeah.
knew that I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah. And your brother's playing college football as well, right?
Yeah, yep, correct. He's playing his first year at Adrian College, so
Yeah. Freshman and
mhm.
got his first touchdown a couple weeks ago. I know.
Yes, he did.
So that's exciting. So, well, great.
Mhm.
Well, tell us a little bit about what, you're at Ferris State. You're in your third year now, dental hygiene major. I guess that kind of tells us what you probably want to do when you grow up. But how's that experience been academically for you at Ferris?
It has been awesome. I feel like a big reason why I chose to go to Ferris was because of dental hygiene. I didn't know what I wanted to do until like my junior year of high school. So once I figured that out, I'd already had a scholarship to Ferris. So I was like, well, this is the place to be. And I love it. I mean, it's a great program. There's a lot going on, all at once. Throw basketball on top of that. So it's been a lot to deal with, but I'm in my last two semesters, so almost done with this fall semester, and then I'll graduate in the spring. But it's been a great program. I've had to drag some of my teammates into the clinic to be my patients. So, it's
Make sure
kind
to
of
taking
like
care of their
they're
teeth. You don't want anybody
basically
missing game
basically
time due to any sort of gingivitis or infection or something.
exactly. So that's what I'm here for. But yeah, I mean it's great. It's super, super busy, but I don't mind it. I like it.
Well, I know in the initial episode of Days of Our Dogs that you girls are putting on each week, they introduced everybody, and your nickname was the Tooth Fairy. So those listeners out there that were wondering where that came from, now they know, being the dental hygiene major. So that's great. Well, Mia, as you look forward to the rest of the year, I guess at the end of the day, personal goals, team goals. I mean, what's the at the end of the season? What do you want to be able to say you accomplished?
I know personally, I just want to be able to install confidence into these girls. I know that they have confidence in me and they believe in me, and I just want to be able to give that back because, like I said, I trust 1 through 13 of those girls out there on the court. And off the court, I know I can count on them for anything. So I just want to just keep this like family atmosphere going and keep these good vibes going, like everybody says. And I feel like we're gonna be really successful in that. And we accomplished a lot last year. But with a lot of these new faces, like I want them to be able to be a part of what we did last year and, kind of add on to that. So, I just want to look back at the year and just be like, I did everything that I wanted. I accomplished everything that I did. And yeah.
Well, it's one of those things, man. Once you get the first taste of success and get into that Final Four, now it's like, it just becomes part of your schedule now, right? And
Yeah.
I know for my daughter Grace, who played in 3 straight Final Fours at Rockford High School, I mean, that's just kind of the expectation. I said, hey, you go to Ferris State, they're already at now it's just time to keep it going. So, I've been impressed with truly just the way you girls are a team and your camaraderie. And I've related it on a couple talk shows just to the Lyons, right, which the state of Michigan's crazy about, but they just have that culture. You can see it from the top down where, everybody's got each other's backs. Coach Campbell's got everybody's backs. And I feel the same way with all you girls and the coaching staff. You all seem really close knit. And are you going to win them all? No, but you guys are going to go down. You're going to go down trying your best and playing your hardest. So love that. I
Mm.
wish you nothing but the best heading forward or going forward the rest of the season. And look forward to seeing you guys Saturday night tip off against Great Lakes Christian up at Ferris State. So good luck to you, Mia, the
Yeah.
rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Inside. Bye.